Hi, my name is Brittany Fry, and this is my dog Hershey. I'm a first-time home buyer, and I just moved into my house recently. And I have two local experts here with me today. John Zimmerman from Buffalo Exterminating. Hi, thank you so much
Brittany.
for coming. And Susan Foster from Hunt Real Estate. They are here to help me protect my home and give me some advice on pest control and how to increase the value of my house. Well, thank you both for coming. Let's go debug my house.
Great.
Okay, so I'm just moving in.
Okay, that's great.
This is a room that I will spend most of my time in once I get furniture. But before I invested any money in furniture, I wanted you to just take a look and see if you see any areas that you would consider to be problematic.
Let's take a look first over here at some
Okay.
of the baseboards. These areas here where you can see the
There's a
crack, Brittany,
space.
see a pretty good space there.
Okay.
Pet hairs, dust, things like that can accumulate there that are pretty
Okay.
hard to get out of there. A little bit of caulk in there seals that out. It also prevents things like carpet beetles and fleas and other little critters like that like to get in and feed on that dust and the pet hair and that sort of thing. Other than that, the room looks good. Let's move on to the next room.
Okay. So this is my kitchen.
Have you seen anything in here?
I have. Over the past week, I've seen ants. Pretty much they're just surrounded in this area.
Okay.
Probably about a dozen a day I'm killing.
It's only been about a week you've been seeing
Only
them?
about a week.
Okay, pretty consistently every day?
Every day.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Tell you the biggest single area for at least carpenter ants, which may be what these are, is dishwashers. They're warm. There's plenty of moisture around the hot water lines. They love to get into the insulation. Everything's nice and clean here, but here I see you've been using some ant traps.
Yes,
right
I
here.
did. I bought those last week.
Okay.
Are ant traps an effective way to eliminate the ants?
Yeah, they can be, but ants are real particular. Sometimes they like whatever food is in there.
Okay.
Sometimes they want something else. So using several different types of materials or products is usually a good idea for ants because they can be very finicky.
Anything else do you see in here that would be?
Well, let's take a look. When do you usually feed Hershey?
Well, morning, night.
Mornings? Okay.
I usually just leave the food down, to be honest with you.
Then one of the things you might want to just keep in mind is that as much food as we can eliminate,
Okay.
that's less attractive to any insects in here.
Okay.
This time of year, probably your carpenter ants.
Okay.
And dog food is a big thing for them.
Okay.
Good
Okay.
idea. If you're going to leave it there, if once Hershey's done feeding, empty the bowl out. I'd treat pet bowls just like we do our own. Clean it regularly because dogs will slobber on it, leave food scraps, things like
Sure.
that. It's great for insects to feed on.
Okay. Okay, John, so this is my bedroom. What types of things should I be concerned about in a bedroom?
Well, maybe one of the first things to be concerned with is bed bugs.
Okay.
We're in New York State, and New York is one of the two most frequent states for bed bug problems
Why
today.
is that? Do you know?
A lot of international travel, a lot of
Okay.
people with New York City, and they move all over the state. Do you travel much?
Yeah, every couple of months I do.
You do? Okay. That may be one thing that we might want to talk a little bit about. Maybe we could take a look at your bed and
Sure,
just do a quick
sure.
inspection there. I'll show you what to look for.
Sure, absolutely.
Okay. Bed bugs like to get up under these rolled seams on the edges of the mattress. Anywhere where there's a small area that the bed bugs could lay eggs, any insects like to be in a crack where they can feel comfortable and they can feel safe. So right in here, and what you would see, it almost would look like a felt tip marker had been touched against there. There'll be a little small blackish red stain on that, and that's actually from their fecal droppings from blood meals that they've had.
And if I were to ever find bed bugs, how do you dispose of them? I mean, do you have to get rid of the mattress?
Yeah, well, first thing with bed bugs, there's a few pests that it's usually a really good idea to get professional help with,
Okay.
More than just because it's easier to do it yourself. Because bed bugs are probably the single most difficult critter to get rid of today. One of the things to keep in mind is you may not always see a pest problem. That's why it's important to regularly inspect. We said several times a year you may want to check for that. Just because you don't see them doesn't mean you don't have a problem.
Sure.
So that continued vigilance is important to pest control, especially when it's your home and you're trying to protect your investment.
Okay.